Last year's OU football season was supposed to be probably one of the greatest seasons ever. They were supposed to be back into the national championship hunt, and everything was supposed to be A-OK. After dropping a game early to TCU in Fort Worth last season, the Kansas State Wildcats put the season for Oklahoma in the toilet and down the tubes. But this year, Kansas State, what do we expect in Manhattan this time around? Well, we'll get into that next as we preview the Kansas State Wildcats 2014 season. Coming up next. Stay tuned right here at Boomer Sooner 1982. Don't go away. The Kansas State Wildcats 2014 record 9-4, 7-2 in Big 12 league play, and are under the head coach of the savvy veteran with the salty gray hair, Bill Snyder. The Snides has some returning players that are pretty good, like the quarterback, though, has got some work to do offensively. But not entirely bad is number 8, Joe Huebner, who passed for 235 yards last year, did throw a touchdown, but threw a costly interception. Rushing the ball, number 24, Charles Jones, does a lot of that. And in all ends, he had 540 yards on the ground, 13 touchdowns. The other returning leading rusher, Joe Huebner, who had $142 and 3 touchdowns, who also, by the way, is the quarterback of the team this year. Receivers, number 19, Cody Cook, and number 6, DeAndre Burton, did a lot of those. Took a look care of a lot of that. Cody Cook had 20 receptions for 251 yards and 1 touchdown last year, while number 6, Devontae Burton, had 17 catches for $171 and no touchdowns last season for the Wildcats. Defensively, DeAndre Bennett, number 22, did a lot of it, as did Marzell McDaniel, who's also returning. First of all, number 22, Devontae Burnett, he had 77 tackles last year, 0 forced fumbles, and 3 INTs. The other defensive player that's returning, Denzel McDaniel, 59 tackles, 0 forced fumbles, and did have the interception. Head coach of the Wildcats, again, the salty veteran with the salty gray hair, Bill Snyder. Played in the Big 8 back in the 1958 season with Missouri, before transferring out to Williams Joel, where he finished his college career. He's been the head coach at Kansas State for quite some time. Second stint there in Manhattan. The original insurgent started in 1989. He was there from 89 to 2005. And then has been there, came back, went into retirement. Came back out of retirement the 09 year and is still there to this day in 2015. Snides enters this season with 187 wins, 94 losses, and 1 tie. That's a winning percentage of .665 in overalls. Bowl season, he's 7-9 to match a .438 winning percentage. Does have a couple of conference and divisional championships. Was on a hot streak there with conference and divisional championships. 4 of them, in fact, with the Big 12 North division titles, including those. He was a back-to-back-to-back champ in 98, 99, and 2000. And then Oklahoma fans also know we got them in 03 in that title game that Kansas State just basically they outplayed Oklahoma in that game. Big 12 outright titles, 2 of those outright titles. Has an outright title in 2003 and tied with Oklahoma for the outright title in 2012 as Big 12 champion. That last year, with a 9-4 overall record, 7-2 in league play, Kansas State did end up going to a bowl game where they matched up in the Liberty Bowl with UCLA and lost that game by a 15, or by 5 actually, 35-40. UCLA last year 10-3, 6-3 in the division, second in the Pac-12 South division. This one is going to be quite a game for Oklahoma. Right after Texas, they have to get right back at it. This is not the first time they've had to play in Manhattan shortly after playing Texas. So we'll have to see how that goes in the Little Apple. The next Oklahoma preview show will be the Texas Tech Red Raiders. The Kingsbury will be in town. The King will be in town, Kingsbury, to help Baker Mayfield and his new club face his old club in Texas Tech. Till then, will be next Sunday's preview. Thank you for watching. You can find me on a whole bunch of platforms like Facebook. It's just Terry James Taylor. Tweet me at SoonerFanOK, and I'm also, by the way, at SoonerFanOK on Periscope if you want to chat back and forth. Here we go. Thanks for watching, everybody, and Boomer Sooner. We're getting there, guys. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm out. Boomer Sooner, guys. Have a good summer. See y'all later. Bye-bye.